Welcome, everyone. Let's get right into it. If you're tuning into this explainer, you already know that in the fast-paced world of e-commerce, time is absolutely money. But even more specifically, time is traffic. Today, we're unpacking the high-stakes, highly compressed world of flash sales. We're talking about those intense moments when the clock is ticking and digital shopping carts are just flying. We're going to look at exactly how businesses use banner ads to drive massive amounts of traffic under intense pressure. So consider this explainer your direct, structured blueprint to the mechanics behind incredibly successful campaigns. Picture a ticking clock in your head for a second. When you launch a limited-time sale, your customers need immediate awareness. You don't have weeks to build momentum here. You have a highly compressed window to direct massive user volume to your promotional pages before that sale ends. So the core problem that literally every marketer and executive faces is simple. How do you capture attention when time is rapidly running out?
Well, here is our masterclass roadmap to answer that. First, the race against time. 2. How banner ads drive traffic. 3. Anatomy of effective banners. 4. The psychology of urgency. 5. Planning your flash campaign. And finally, 6. Measuring and optimizing performance. Let's jump in.
Starting off with Section 1, the race against time, establishing the stakes of these fast-moving events. By definition, flash sale banner ads are digital, visual advertisements promoting limited-time discounts and urgent shopping events. We are talking about a seriously compressed window, typically just somewhere between 2 and 72 hours. Their primary, absolute #1 purpose is performance-focused. They exist to increase short-term visibility and generate immediate accelerated shopping activity. You're essentially trying to engineer a massive spike in customer activity in a window that, honestly, could be as short as a long lunch break.
Moving right along to Section 2, how banner ads drive traffic.
Flash sale campaigns depend heavily on two things, speed and visibility. And banner ads support both of those simultaneously. First, banners allow for rapid distribution across websites, apps, and digital platforms. Then you have large format visual prominence. Think about a big, bright banner right at the top of a web page. It grabs immediate attention far better than some tiny standard text link. But it's not just about being loud, right? It's about being smart. Targeting systems allow you to show these banners based on previous browsing behavior and categories. And then there's retargeting, which is a real game changer. Say a user abandoned their cart because their dog started barking. A flash sale banner acts as a tap on the shoulder, reconnecting them to a temporary discount opportunity. Plus, with mobile commerce driving such a huge percentage of online shopping today, having mobile responsive formats ensures you capture users whether they're sitting at a desktop or just swiping on their smartphone. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 3, Anatomy of Effective Banners, where we break down the micro elements of an ad. Now, clear discount presentation is critical. In a rushed environment, a specific number, like 50% off, is processed by the human brain in literally a split second. It communicates value immediately. On the flip side, a vague phrase like big savings lacks clarity. It forces the customer to think and guess. And when time is short, you absolutely cannot afford to make your customer guess what the deal actually is. And speaking of time visibility is a total necessity. Your banner must have a visible deadline. Phrases like ends at midnight, 48-hour sale, or simply ends tonight must be prominent in the ad copy. It reinforces the approaching deadline and creates that strict time boundary that forces action.
So, when you're building these, keep your anatomy simple and strict. You want 5 to 15 words maximum. Overloaded banners just kill attention. You also need a clear visual hierarchy, where the discount is the largest text, followed by the deadline. Use focused product imagery so people instantly know what's on sale, like, displaying smartphones for an electronics sale. High color contrast ensures readability across all those different screens. But please pay close attention to this final point, exact landing page alignment. Your banner messaging has to match the destination page exactly. If your banner says 40% off sportswear and the user clicks it, they better see discounted sportswear immediately. If there's a mismatch, you will absolutely ruin your campaign with incredibly high bounce rates.
Which brings us to Section 4, the psychology of urgency and the behavioral science behind manipulating time. And this brilliantly illustrates the difference in consumer mindset. Normally, a standard shopping journey is pretty relaxed. You browse, you compare prices, you sleep on it. A flash sale destroys that luxury. It compresses the time frame, forcing rapid decisions and immediate action. Urgency fundamentally changes customer behavior by heavily reducing those browsing delays. You are effectively taking away the luxury of them saying, "Oh, I'll just think about it and come back tomorrow."
So how do we trigger this? With visual cues. Countdown timers visually reinforce the approaching deadline, which creates a very measurable increase in click frequency, especially during those final 24 hours of a campaign. Add in phrases like limited stock remaining to highlight scarcity, and you create a perfect storm of demand. The fear of missing out completely overrides the desire to delay. When you combine a ticking clock with limited inventory, you drastically increase perceived urgency.
Let's pivot now to Section 5, planning your flash campaign, your actionable blueprint. A successful launch isn't just random luck. It's a highly sequential workflow. Step 1. Define your sales objective. Is this about inventory clearance or a seasonal promotion? Step 2. Audience segmentation. You really need to know who you're talking to, because returning customers often prefer loyalty discounts, while new visitors respond much better to broad percentage offers. Step 3 is creative production, making those high-contrast, perfectly sized banners for all devices. Step 4 is scheduling and placement, which often means launching during high-traffic periods like evenings or weekends. And finally, Step 5, tracking and continuous optimization. And you know, certain industries rely heavily on this exact workflow just to survive. Fast fashion uses it constantly to clear seasonal inventory. Electronics brands run it for product launches and clearance, while beauty, home goods, sporting goods, and grocery use it to instantly capitalize on seasonal spikes and accelerate product movement.
So the crucial point is Section 6, measuring and optimizing performance. Let's talk ROI.
Look, a great-looking banner means absolutely nothing if it doesn't perform. Every metric on this dashboard acts as a vital sign for your campaign's health. Click-through rate tells you if your visuals and messaging are actually clear and relevant. Traffic volume shows your overall impact against your baseline activity. Bounce rate, as we discussed earlier, is the ultimate test of your landing page alignment. Conversion rate is what connects that traffic to actual purchase success. And finally, average order value measures the quality of the spending. Like, did they just buy one cheap item or did they really expand their basket?
The biggest mistake businesses make is thinking a flash sale is just a set-it-and-forget-it event. It's not. Successful campaigns require continuous, real-time optimization. You have to monitor this data while the sale is active. Are mobile users converting? If not, you need to adjust. You might need to swap out an underperforming visual or, crucially, increase your impression frequency, meaning how often the ad is actually shown during that closing period to maximize those final traffic spikes.
To summarize the core thesis of our explainer today, flash sale banner advertising is not simply about displaying a discount. It's a beautifully intricate, performance-focused system. The most robust campaigns succeed because they masterfully combine urgency, audience relevance, striking visual clarity, and rigorous tracking to generate immediate traffic in a limited promotional window. I'm going to leave you with a final thought to challenge your current strategy. Look at your active campaigns right now and ask yourself, are your banner ads just displaying discounts, or are they truly engineered to beat the ticking clock? If you want to dive deeper into digital growth strategies and explore more expert insights on e-commerce advertising, be sure to check out Times Intelligence. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy optimizing!